Hi there, students. To glorify or to worship? So, to glorify means to praise a lot, to celebrate something, to say that it's wonderful, to honor it, to say really good things about it. Whereas to worship means to treat like a god, to treat like as if it's something holy. So maybe people used to worship the sun. Different religions worship different gods. But to glorify is different. To make glorious, to a film perhaps that glorifies violence, or a film that glorifies the football stars. You might glorify a god. So say beautiful things about your god. That is to glorify. To worship is to treat something as a god. So to glorify, to praise, to celebrate, to honor, to enhance, to make it better. Okay, so to this film has often been criticized for glorifying, for exalting violence. And then to worship, you worship a god. I worship the ground that my girlfriend walks on. So I am glorifying her. I'm treating her like a goddess. So my team gained glory by winning the competition 6 years in a row. But maybe the national stadium is almost where they worship the national team as if they were gods. So to honor, to show reverence for a divine being, for a supernatural power, to worship, whereas to glory, to give praise to extol, to cause to seem better, to make it look good, to glorify. The best way to glorify this room is to repaint it. To worship, you worship a god. Yes, this is the church where he used to worship. Okay, so to worship is expression of reverence or adoration for a deity, whereas to glorify is to praise, to describe something as very admirable, particularly unjustifiably, to acknowledge the majesty and splendor of something, to glorify, to make glorious, to represent something, or say that it is incredibly beautiful, that it is the best, to exalt, to praise very highly. Whereas to worship, you're praising it like a god, and I think that's the difference. Glorify, to praise highly. Worship, praise like a god, and I think that's the key difference. Is if it's godlike, or if it's a deity or something sacred, as opposed to something that is of this world, that you are extolling it, you're saying quite how fantastic it is, that you're saying it's something that is the best of the best. So to glorify, 5 informality. To worship, 5 informality as well. Glorify from Old French glorifier, from Latin gloria and facio, glorify, to make glorious. And then to worship, Old English, worship from it comes from Middle English, worship from Old English, to worship something. So worship or glorify.